home, baby.
It's August 2012, and the prodigal sons have come home.
Let's go!
Matt McGinley and Travie McCoy, the founding members of Gym Class Heroes, have returned to their hometown of Geneva in upstate New York to retrace their musical roots.
So much of our history as a band revolves around these 4 blocks right here.
What's going on, man?
Let's go, bro.
Gym Class Heroes are this small college town's biggest export.
I seen you on TV, man. You're a star, man.
We're both just grimy kids from Geneva, New York. I'm home, baby. I haven't been home in a while, but the fact that I can be on the road for a few years and not make it back and come home and bump into 50 friends from high school in a matter of 20 minutes, it's awesome, man.
It's sweet revenge for 2 high school outcasts who turn their alienation into a formula for pop success.
Half the population just waiting to see me fail. Yeah, right, you better off trying to freeze hell.
You may remember me from your 1998 Earth Science class. Since then, I've grown up to be a productive member of society. Oh, and I'm rich as hell. A lot of people don't realize that we started Gym Class Heroes in '97. It's been an uphill battle, you know, but the band has always been kind of my rock. So I don't even consider those guys my bandmates. They're my brothers.
Till the crowd goes on, what we gonna do, kid?
The odds were stacked against Travie McCoy from the beginning. Born in 1981 to a Haitian father and a white mother, Travie never felt like he fit in.
Growing up biracial in a small town, white kids would be like, "What are you doing? Do you think you're black?" You know what I mean? And the black kids were like, "Oh, you're acting white." I got attacked from both ends.
His parents struggled financially, and they divorced when he was just 6. Travie bounced back and forth between them, living in low-income housing.
So welcome to Sheridan Park Apartments, the toughest projects in Geneva. Psych. From 5th grade on to college, I was here. This was like the melting pot of Geneva, New York. They had all different races and just the sounds that you would hear coming out of the windows, from salsa to hip-hop to rock. I mean, it was amazing.
Music provided a much-needed escape for Travie, who stood over 6 feet tall by the time he was 10. His size, coupled with being severely overweight, made him an easy target for bullies.
I'd get the lard ass or fatty, but there's one kid in particular who just had it out for me. I remember I was in the bathroom using the urinal or whatever, and he came behind me and started going home and just bawl, just like literally just cry like, "Why me?"
Seeking an escape from the constant bullying, Travie found himself turning to drugs. By 14, he was getting high on prescription pain. By the time he entered high school, Travie, now 280 pounds, had become a defiant outsider, altering his body to shield himself against the relentless teasing.
I was in 10th grade and I got my septum pierced, and kids were just like, "Whoa." I was like, well, if I'm going to be persecuted for being different, I'm going to be really different, you know? Man, this is creepy.
But one fellow student at Geneva High was impressed with Travie's rebellious style.
I always thought he was really cool. You know, he must have been the only kid in our high school with tattoos at like 16 years old.
Right here. A lot of time in here. Right here. That's awesome, man.
In 1997, Matt McGinley was a shy and scrawny 14-year-old freshman who was also being hassled by school bullies.
The genesis of this band and our friendship is literally right here.
On these exact bleachers.
Yep.
Travie, who was 2 years older than Matt, started coming to his defense after they met in gym class.
Yo, if that kid keeps messing with you, let me know, I got you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I noticed that he was getting picked on a lot. I was like, I'm not going to stand for this.
You know, he hit me in the back of the head with a ping pong paddle like half an hour ago.
Serious?
Yeah, man.
So I stood up for him. I'll be right back.
Hate that kid.
Travis would kind of step in and intervene and be like the big brother.
Yo, Dave! Why you hit my man?
Pretty much happened just like believe so much in our music and trying to get crowds to come and pay attention to what we were doing. So to even get paid for a show wasn't a concern.
The only time I really felt accepted was when I was on stage. On stage, I kind of black out and turn into this completely different character.
Yo, that red meat stops, but that green meat's go. Touch my mind, catch your mind like Steve Principio.
I'll never forget feeling like I know for a fact that me and my band have something that's gonna take us somewhere.